Hey, what's up,
Hello,
guys?
everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Say Word podcast. Choo-choo-choo.
My name is Graham Jean-Pierre Apro Stubbing.
My name is Brandon Mary Moraida Taitako.
My name is Destiny and Te Wehinga Hironi.
And we are your hosts for our podcast.
Yes, so...
Alright. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks everyone for joining. Sorry for being a little bit late as per usual, but it's tradition now.
No, we were on.
I mean, we're not late.
Anyways, how's everyone's week going?
I hope
Good.
those weeks have been amazing.
Your month? You know, we haven't seen you for about a month, obviously.
Yeah.
So, let's go over some notices. So, obviously, on Monday night, we have Mondays, we have our Apostle Academy kicking off in Australia time, 4 p.m. As well, later that night, we have Ground Zero as well as Power in the Home. Power in the Home is what I'm doing myself and
Very
the
powerful
partner.
in the home.
What else do we have on Tuesday? Youth for Swords. Locations from Logan, Coomera, Ormo, Pimpama. Hit us up in our DMs. Message one of us to get one of your youth, yourself, your child, your brother, your sister, anyone to come to us. Anyways, yes, that's Youth for Swords. On Friday nights, look, we have amazing nights planned out for the rest of the year. Saturdays 18 plus. If you are new, not just new, if you're 18 plus, message myself or message the Youth Nation page, and we can direct you to what we're up to tomorrow night, as we have a fun planned night tomorrow night. For Era. And then we have our main event at 9 a.m. at the VMAX Cinemas at Coomera.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Is that all the notices?
That is all the notices.
That is all the notices.
And D50s. D50s on Sunday nights as well.
We have the
So
best
get
D50.
connected. Look,
D50
we've got a whole
Omo
week.
with Sean and Shirley.
Whole week worth of stuff. So everything.
Get busy, get with it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
very good with it. Also, another quick notice is the AA stand is coming up at the end of this month, so that will be October the 31st. Come. But yeah, the whole service that Sunday will be run by the youth. I think from the ushering to the
Everything.
everything that we can do, we will do. And so yeah, that will be very cool. We were talking about AA last time. If you guys didn't see it, then check it out because it's on our YouTube channel. And yeah, that was a good episode. Yes, it was extremely long. I will not apologize. Everything we said was relevant, so it is what it is. But yeah, this one will not be that long. It'll
Can't
just
promise anything, not
be
gonna
just
lie.
as cool though.
So what's our topic for tonight, guys?
Youth culture versus...
Pop culture.
Pop culture. If you see it in front of me, this is you can't actually really
Can't
see
really
them.
see.
Anyway, the BTS albums, and I would love to hear anyone in the chat who likes BTS. I know Naveen does. Love you, Naveen.
I love...
Yeah, I just wanted to say that because these are my albums.
That
These
one.
aren't all of them,
Listen.
but these are some of them, and they're beautiful. This one was a gift. I love you, Zoe. Anyway, yeah. Pop culture.
Yes, pop culture.
All right.
Do you just want to start?
I got a question. What does pop culture mean to everyone? To you guys, to us?
And
Just-
to you
just-
in the comments.
Just yeah. Well, obviously you guys chuck in all your stuff, all your comments and all your questions in the comment section, and we'll answer them later on throughout our podcast.
Yes, sir.
But yes, getting back to the question, what is pop culture to you? Just name some stuff. Doesn't have to be too long.
To me, it's whatever's popping right now, whatever's trending, like TikTok. That's a big one. Squid Games, anything.
When did it first? I think the term pop culture first came about in what is it, like Madonna's time or something? Like yeah,
She
I-
older than Michael Jackson.
I have no idea.
Or they like.
To be honest, I don't remember any of her songs. So. Madonna song?
Didn't we do John James to one of his
I know
songs or
Whitney
something?
Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whitney Houston. But I think it's when like
Queen.
that like it's when it like takes over, I guess. Like when one, how do you say it? How would you explain it? I don't know, when it just pretty much is when something goes viral and the whole world jumps on board. It would be.
But it's sort of like
popping.
every artist, everything that's like every YouTuber, because they'll go with the trend, which makes them popular as well.
Yeah, but it's not just limited to music as well. It's like fashion,
Everything,
dance.
whatever's sold at shops.
Yeah. What do you think pop culture is?
To me, social media is pop culture. Devices, internet, everything. That is how pop culture is. Well, to me, and that what I've seen is where everyone get their trends from, all their popping stuff. Me personally, I don't do the trends. I don't see the new stuff.
He's stuck on.
Actually,
What is it?
we've actually been researching. I'll be honest, and I can't find much because I was like, what is this? What is that? What is like?
Yeah, we had to explain everything to him.
Games? I don't even know what Squid Games is.
Well, that's pretty cool if you think about it, not knowing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's
Rolling
better or
on your
worse
own.
not to know.
But we're gonna have some positives and negatives later on,
Yeah.
and then I think that would be a debatable topic.
And we know who's going to be against just because.
It's always got to be that one person.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into it.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know.
In pop culture, is social media bad? Is social media bad? What is your take on social media for youth? We'll say that youth because our main target is youth at the moment. Oh well, in general.
Is it bad? I mean, there's so many bad things to do with social media. And there's so many. I don't know. I feel like there's more bads than good things.
I feel like there's more good than bad things
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
for me.
But I just feel
personally.
like children get exposed to so many bad things through social media that they really don't need to. Like, even TikTok.
True.
There's stuff like on there that.
Oh yeah, I remember
They
when
shouldn't have.
when TikTok first came out and my little cousin was watching it and there was like weird like demon monster things and she was watching it like it was nothing. I was like, fuck, that's weird. And now everyone watches TikToks and it's normal, so it's not really weird anymore. So I guess that aspect of it is pretty negative, but I'd still
I wouldn't say this is a trend, but I can't remember what exactly it was. But there was like stuff on like TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, stuff that little kids could watch, and it was causing harm to themselves or like youth harm to themselves. Their games. I didn't understand what it was because
Do you
all
remember
like
that one at school when you what would you do to your hand?
the salts. Is it?
The salt.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
the
that
salt
wasn't that
thing,
big.
the cinnamon thing.
But there's those
The
challenges that like
pencil? I don't
even
know.
to
I
do
don't-
with
Yeah.
like
Nah,
demonic
but
stuff.
I know what one you're talking about. The one in the girl makes you do something.
Remember that one with the pencil and it's
Sorry,
Was it
producer.
that?
Ryan?
producer Billy.
The long nose. Pinocchio.
Is it a girl? Yeah, and she's like, yeah, and she was making kids do weird stuff. So
No, but do you remember the pencil one?
Hey, you
And
have
it
to
would-
have two pencils or something,
Yeah, and it
and
would like turn to. It's sort of like a Ouija board,
yes,
but it was like going around at schools and stuff.
yeah. No, those things are weird.
stuff.
Yeah. I guess, when it comes to that stuff, we get exposed to a lot of things you shouldn't be exposed to. But even, like, it's easier to hide behind the facade of your social media presence and, like, your who you are online. Because, obviously, like, YouTubers get attacked on the daily, but they don't know who they're getting attacked by. And you can say whatever you want, like, no one knows who you are in real life unless they wanted to, because I'm sure they'll be able to access that. But yeah, that part's pretty messed up. I guess it makes people more cowardly
True.
than anything. But yeah.
I mean, there's a few bads. What about good
good.
and bads both?
To me, I take social media as everyone's personal own choice, what they do and what they see. Like I know it's exposed to everything, but it is personally up to what they put up in their search engines because it's weird. I don't know how it works, but if you're
The
searching, for
algorithm.
example, if I'm searching up torches on Google. On Facebook and everything, it will have torches for sale.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy heck!
Is that what cookies are? Yeah, that is what
that?
cookies are.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes up, when you go into like online shopping or something, it's like, do you accept these cookies? I think it like tracks what you look at and how long you
Like
look
a
at
search
it
data
for.
and
Yeah.
Foot Locker does that.
One thing I learned about that actually is you should read it. A lot of people just accept.
I do, because I
But-
can't be bothered.
Because in little fine printing, you could be saying, I give my kidney away or something. I give my heart away, or I give my body away. Like, you know, in the same, and you press
True,
yes,
he's
you
gonna
press
quit.
yes, and
He's
you
gonna
know,
quit.
something like that. Well, it's kind of what I learned at work as well with insurance.
True, that's good.
Also, quickly before we move on, if you see like darker spots on my face, we went to the beach on Monday and I got hella burnt and I'm still peeling, so please ignore it. It doesn't exist.
Also, some goods I do think is that it's a lot of people's jobs nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I like the communication. Like, it's like, for example, my friends back in New Zealand, I can easily talk to them without, you know, those, like, when you have to text and you have to pay like a surcharge or something. So yeah, I guess that part's good. And yeah, the and also the creative freedom you have with it. Like, you get to post whatever you want, which could obviously be good and bad, but you know, you could get recognition. And also for like businesses, because if I want to go somewhere, I look it up on Instagram or like online or something. If they don't have an online presence, then I probably won't go, because it's like they're not keeping up with the times. That's not on.
Just going off that point, like, you know, makes business like influencers. There's a few that I've seen on social media. They're not influencing me, but that has caught my attention. But now has like, but anyway, like, yeah, like that's like the living. Like, I don't know if they actually make money from it. But I know some people actually make the clothing brands and all that.
Yeah.
And, a lot of their followers and a lot of their audience, they buy their products. And that's how they make their living. You know, a lot of people put their money into advertising and using social media as a platform to get to people.
Yeah, and it also brings you out of that like 9 to 5 trap, I guess. Yeah, and it's something more personal. Like, instead of being a number in an office, you're your own person. You've got your own say in things, and the people who follow you obviously take a liking to that, and that's pretty cool to know that there's people backing you and stuff like that.
You can learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, if I wanted to become a mechanic, you can learn that off YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to be a
Actually.
blogger, you'll learn that off YouTube.
Or a chef. You want to be a chef? You want to be a doctor?
Learn how to sew, like.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, social media is just what it's come to.
yeah, it's
YouTube.
very accessible.
Not really. You don't really go to classes unless you want to get like a degree or something in it. But yeah.
How to cook. I use YouTube and TikTok to cook meals.
Yeah, and they're really inspiring too.
But
Like, if it
then
looks
I
nice,
stopped
I'll go
because-
get up and cook it.
What do your guys go to meals to cook?
At the moment, mac and cheese.
Go to meals to cook.
Fat mac and cheese.
Mine's butter chicken.
At the moment, it's healthy food.
Yeah.
Yay!
At the moment.
Can we get some support in the comments?
Can we get some clap
Go,
hands?
Graham. Graham's
But-
got a wedding
yeah.
coming up.
Need to lose weight. Not just that, just live life longer. Yeah, I know my brother just underwent
My
undergone
Underwent.
undergone
Had just undergone.
underwent. Thank you, producer Ryan.
It's Brian.
Yeah, underwent
Brian.
gastro
Gah!
Gastro.
gastric
Ga-
sleeve
Gastric sleeve.
gastric sleeve surgery.
The skinny sleeve.
Well done though. That was really cool.
Yeah, at the moment, you know, he's at home recovering and everything, and I'm like, no, I can see a bit of pain and all that. But I was like, do I want to wait for that, or do you want to just hurry up and do it physically and
True.
well, you
And
know,
it's really
You can,
expensive too, eh? Yeah, I'll try to avoid that if I could.
stay healthy and fit, guys.
Hey. Graham's actually really good at running.
If I have to prove, see me. If I have to prove
I didn't
something,
see that.
if I have to prove something, I will do it.
Shopping. It was at sports night, and we were playing that running game to get to one end to the other.
I was
My guy
gone.
did not go like this. It was just like straight, running straight.
All of you who missed out on that sports night, you missed out on something.
We need
Like,
to see that again.
Something.
damn, like this
real.
guy can run. Well, it might,
Yeah.
you know. And then I had like a 4-day recovery after that. I was like, oh, honestly, I was in pain. Don't know why, but hey, if I have to prove something, I'll prove something.
That's legit.
What's your next question?
I don't know, we just wanted it to be really chill because last time it was a bit intense for everyone. But it was still I still really enjoyed last episode. But this episode, if you guys got questions and stuff, just chuck them up. And
Should we do like what everything has in common and like of like every app?
yes.
Like TikTok,
Yeah.
Spotify, or like music. You can start
Go on
first.
then.
Instagram is good.
Instagram.
That's pretty much like a profile of like whether it's yourself that your Instagram is made for, or it could be a product that you're selling. But you have to like build it up really well so it catches people's eyes. And like I'm not going to trust someone with I might if you're close to me and you're like a friend. If you got 100 followers on it, I might. But you know, when people have like heaps of followers, that's how you know it's really good.
Yeah.
Like what you were saying before, like you're not going to trust something that's like
Yeah, it's about reviews. I trust reviews. I trust the public.
likes everything. What else?
Anything else you would like to add in there, producer Ryan?
Yeah.
We do have producer Ryan on our producer mic and camera over there. I think it'll pop up within a few seconds. Just say hello, welcome, and that, and then he can join in with our conversation. Is it gonna work?
3, 2, 1.
Ta-da!
Where?
Here I am.
There's producer Ryan, guys.
Yo,
Good day.
what's up?
Where is he?
What are we talking about?
Hey,
We're
that's
talking
cool.
about Instagram? Social media
just like
still.
the social medias, but like individual.
What impact does like Instagram and social media have?
I feel like IG is probably like the most popular.
Yeah. It's
Of
got the most
all-
opportunities.
Yeah, of all of the social media platforms. I feel like too, it's the easiest to gain popularity on, regardless of whatever it is you do.
I
Facts.
actually think it's getting better than like websites. Like, you
Oh
don't really go
yeah,
onto a
yeah,
website
because they got
anymore.
their shops as well.
Yeah.
There's shops that pop up.
Yeah. I feel like IG is like you don't have to have a website. Even for artists, like you don't need to record music. You don't have
Yeah.
to have a studio. You can just
That's kind
Throw
of the
up a
same as
video on
TikTok
IG.
too.
Yeah.
hard.
I reckon they're the two
Promoting.
most.
TikTok's probably the game changer, really.
I watch people do lives and you can get gifts and like
You can get
coins and
gifts?
stuff. It's sort of like Bigo.
Same as on Facebook. Facebook, you can get people can gift you stars.
Yeah.
TikTok has like heaps. There's like heaps in this thing. I never used to watch lives.
What do
until
you
they
do?
pop up.
Bigger.
You just talk
I
and
think
you can even have
people just give you
conversations.
donations.
But like
But
you
it's
have
like
to,
actual money.
you have to make like a certain what do you call it?
But
Like
a certain percent
like a
goes
KPI
to
kind of thing.
TikTok.
Ah, like have a certain amount of followers.
Like
a
they
certain
have to
amount
be
of
on,
views.
1,000
like-
to go live.
And then
or
you have to
something like
have to
that.
be online for like a certain amount of time a day or a week.
Wow.
You got to play it well.
Yeah, I think that's one common misconception about social media influencers is that it's easy or like it's just like you just post whatever you want and then it's easily given to you, but it is not the case. Like I remember I was listening to one of my favorite YouTubers. I was listening to her podcast and she was saying how much like years of just like pure grind it took before she reached like 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that people don't usually see is the behind the scenes of like how you have to set up the camera and like other things. I don't know. I'm not a
Showing
YouTuber.
yourself, like you're showing a lot of
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I am a
But I think
YouTuber.
even if you look at like the likes of like Terrell Toffa, Johnny Tuivasa Shek, like these dudes, they just started doing it for fun. But
them.
you have to invest in your own gears. Do I know them? Yes, I do.
No, I'm talking to her.
Do I know them?
Oh,
She doesn't know them.
I feel like because you have to invest in your own gear. Like obviously there's cameras, there's lighting, there's backdrops, green screens, all of that kind of stuff.
Editing.
A camera.
Editing is
would
the
be
hard part.
biggest.
That's like hours and hours.
Shout out to Glenn.
Yeah.
Having to fix your videos just so
Gwen's
you
ministry.
can put something out to the world, and a lot of the time you don't know if it's gonna hit or not.
Yeah.
So
Put
it's
all that effort in.
hard out. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it, and I think people, like you were saying, they think it's an easy ride, and
It's
really
just as
not.
hard as another job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
facts.
job's a job.
Work is work.
And you always have to make so much content, which I think is a good segue into like demand. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? From general public, like people always think, like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing I can watch?
Yeah,
What's the
exactly.
next
you
thing I
have to
can
follow
watch?
the trend,
Hard,
even
or even
while
be
you're
ahead of
working
it.
Yeah, ahead of it.
Yeah.
Like, because if something's like you got to show more of your personal life, or if like your followers are wanting that, you got to like try to think, oh, do I want to do that
Yeah.
or not? And you could lose people or gain, depending on what road you choose.
Yes. That's true. Did it affect any of you guys in terms of like career and stuff? Or like your future? Did it
No.
play any part? Because it did for me. Like,
I don't even know barely how to use some of the stuff.
because what was it? What was I gonna say?
Do you say Korean or Korea?
Korea.
Like,
Career.
God, what, sorry, you got to repeat that now because all I heard was Korean. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
say it again?
Korea. Like,
what was
like
the question?
did it influence you in any way or how you
to
wanted
do
your
with
future to look?
No.
Oh, that's a really good question.
Because it did for me. Like, I don't know. When I was in school, I didn't know what I wanted to do at all, and then like I found BTS, and then like that obviously has a lot to do with social media. And the more I got to learn about them and see what they were doing, the more I wanted to discover for myself what it was I wanted to do. Like I really enjoy fashion, and one of the paths I wanted to go. We talked about this yesterday, and Billy had the same idea too. Like I wanted to be a buyer for companies.
Hard.
Yeah, and because that one means, so like what a buyer is, you are the one who, so everything you see in the shop, like for example if you get a Zara, everything on the mannequins, everything on the racks, all the shoes on the floor, those are all from the people who like come up with the idea to put that in the shop. So Zara will hire a buyer to go out and seek what will be trending in the next 3 years. So you'll have to travel the world, go see all these fashion shows just to get an idea of what would be popular in the next 3 years. So not even right now, you have to be ahead of the game, far ahead of the game. And that's something that I really wanted to do. But yeah, I lost confidence in myself for that. I don't know. But yeah, that's something I wouldn't have known about had I not had social media. But even then, like in terms of my future, I still want to go down the road of something fashion-wise. But yeah, still figuring that out. But yeah, if I didn't know what was on social media, I would work in an office my whole life.
That's crazy too, because like even when it comes to fashion, heaps of people would want to be like a fashion designer or have their own store or something like that. But social media, like it provides platforms for people to be able to have that. Like they can, you know what I mean? They can, like run a page and sell sneakers, or run a page and sell vintage clothing.
Yeah.
Like there's so many opportunities, and I feel like people, I feel like it's a lot easier, or it's a lot more accessible for you to run your own business now than what it would have been, like 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
and I think the reach is wider as well.
Yeah. I also reckon like to have like, say you wanted to do like a sell vintage tees and stuff, you'd have to also be ahead of that game because there's a lot out there right now. Because I see
Yeah, there
some
is
you
that
can
Is this
challenge.
vintage? No, I don't know.
What team is
That's
Yes, I said, I don't know.
vintage-esque.
Vintage-esque.
Yeah, it's not necessarily
No,
a vintage top,
that's
but
more vintage.
Like my shirt, guys.
Hey baby.
speaking
Yeah.
of that shirt,
Straight
Graham,
hooks.
what team is that?
Hawks.
Hooks or the Hawks?
Manganese Hawks. I
Was
don't
it
know.
Hawks?
I don't know. As I said, I don't follow trending stuff. I don't. When I
I don't
put
even know what that is.
when I put this on, I was like, oh, it's good, but yeah, maybe I just need to explore more. Nah, just be
Even
myself,
that's a
eh?
question. Like, so for you, Graham, like what influences you, if not pop culture? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So if it's not pop culture, what is the thing that influences you?
Touch.
Police.
Policemen.
So you asked me the question, but you answered it. Anyways, yes, I love police stuff. I love anything to do. Actually, trending on Netflix right now is actually is what is it called? What is it?
Swap.
No. Then what's that?
Squid Game?
Squid Games. But then
Chicago.
Chicago Fire.
Yes,
The
sir.
Chicago Med and all that stuff. That's stuff that I like. SWAT. Those are the stuff that I like watching.
So those are are those the things that influence like the way you dress, the things you like, the music you listen to,
No.
all of that. So what are the things that influence
does?
like who you are as a person? If it's
If
not pop culture,
If not pop culture.
because I know for 80% of people, pop culture influences everything they do. Like,
With me, when I go shopping, if it looks good on me, if it looks a bit, nice looking, then obviously I'll get it. Like it's no influence that I looked at this and I like this, and if it looks nice, then I'll wear it. If it makes me, not too big, then I extra like it. But
I feel like I'd describe you as like the consumer, like full stop. You are the consumer because, have you seen on Devil
that's a
Wears
great
Prada?
nickname.
Like on
Consumer.
Devil Wears Prada when she explains to the assistant lady that everything you wear was on a runway one
Once upon a
time. Yeah. So regardless of if you know it or not, what you are wearing right now, what you wear every day was influenced by pop culture because it was on the runway.
True.
Jeans and a t-shirt,
but me,
pop culture.
I wasn't influenced by anyone. Is what I'm trying to say. This is me, my personal thing. No one influences me. I like to watch videos, like I'll say, J Muck and all of them, like influencers. But like some of their stuff was crack up, and then some of their stuff is like, I'll be honest, So and that's what I came back to. Like, you are the person that chooses what you enter into your life. Like, you choose what can capture your mind, what can replay and everything.
Yeah.
And if you choose to watch silly stuff, or if you choose to watch like all that stuff, then it plays back on your mind.
Yeah, like everyone's different too.
Mm.
Because like some keep up with the trend with how they dress and stuff.
Yeah.
Some like to follow a certain person and like, damn, I need to look like her.
Sorry.
Just like face, like lips and all that.
The actual reason why I don't follow the trends is because I can't fit the trends.
That's a lie, bro.
What, to my understanding, until someone else.
Maybe you're
You
following
got
the
some
wrong
cool
people.
clothes.
I'll be honest. How I actually dressed back in the, I'm not saying back in the days,
Like
was
3/4
literally
pants or-
my dad. My dad's stuff. Whatever my dad wore, I wore. Like, could you imagine me? Like, my
Bro,
dad.
I never saw your dad wear track pants back to front.
Or 3/4
But I'm
pants
saying that's
and
when I was a little
wrestling
kid. But
t-shirt.
like prior to coming over to Australia, I was probably like, what the hell is this guy wearing? Like, I was the most what do you call it?
Unfashionable.
Yeah, you could say that.
True.
So
You
I
know
could,
what's cool,
I
though?
could wear my dad's clothes.
Yeah.
So just
I
imagine a few
admire
years back
people-
then.
Yeah.
I admire
Same.
people who can wear clothes and not care what
Not
people
care.
think.
I
about-
wish
or
I
think
was
about
like
it.
that.
Same.
It takes up so much time
Now,
of my day.
but now I do.
I mean, being related
I look in
to
the mirror, I'm
someone
like,
that wears stuff like that. Like my dad would go out wearing cargo shorts, some yellow soccer socks, like all the way up to not just wearing them, some like bright, like green coloured running shoes,
And a grey hoodie.
and it was like this soccer top. Like
You've
it was my goalie top that I played soccer in. Actually, I have a photo. of it,
Actually, I lied.
and a beanie.
Just thinking of it, there was actually a person who made me start dressing a bit, I reckon, nicely, swaggy or whatever.
Oh, swaggy.
Like,
swaggy.
Swaggy.
Like pro clubs, I know back in time, everyone loved pro clubs. I never knew a damn about pro clubs until Keola, one of my bros from school. He always wore pro clubs. He always wore like freshest everything. And I started wearing stuff like that.
I remember that phase of Graham's life.
said-
That was a cool phase.
When they took a photo at the beach.
yeah.
They took a photo at
That's
the
when he
beach
got
and
his
Graham
girl.
looks like an issue.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
even wear. Aren't you wearing like cargo shorts?
No, he had like red
And
Yeah,
red
shoes.
shoes.
cool.
Yeah, red shoes and a red hat.
Nike bag.
Yeah, Nike bag.
And then got onto like
Shades.
shoes, like Air Forces and all that, and then I started like buying things. Oh, actually, it was when I was allowed to spend money.
True.
When I got work, when I started a job and got money in, and then I started buying stuff like that. But I never knew. I thought, I was always shopping at the warehouse, or actually no, not that. I was actually shopping at like Helen Steins and all that stuff. That's what I was shopping at. Until I couldn't fit their clothes. Now it's straight Johnny Biggs,
Johnny Biggs and Target.
and Johnny Biggs and Johnny Biggs.
Yeah, I guess when it comes to that though as well, I don't know. I feel like pop culture is just a full circle. Like it goes, the influencer goes to the person. Like if an influencer wears something, their followers are gonna wear it also.
Yeah, Hundy.
Like then because what the people do influences what artists do, or what is it? There's a saying. It's like, I can't remember, something about the world influences art, or art is doesn't.
No, you lost me.
There's a quote. I don't know if anyone knows. Can you tell me, because it's gonna annoy me? But yeah, like something about the world is the art. So it's just the world influences the artist. The artist influences the world. It's just a circle.
It's an endless cycle, eh?
It is.
What do you
It
guys
just
think
carries on.
influences trends in terms of fashion? Like, who do you think influences those trends?
Kanye.
Drake.
People in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanye. For me, it's K-pop. K-pop and actually,
But Asians have always been mad trendy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a different. I don't know. I don't just wear it because I like the people. Like I don't just wear what BTS wear because I like BTS, though that is partly true. But because it is cool, like what they wear is cool, so of course I'm gonna wear.
Even in the comments, let us know what you guys think influences
who
fashion trends.
influences you? But yeah, I feel like I'm a bit not on the mark when it comes to following person or something. Like I like to wear what makes me comfortable, but that took time, like finding my own style, and it's still a journey. Like you can carry on finding your own style, but that's something I take pride in. Like I flourish in, I guess, and I feel where I'm most myself is where I can express myself through what I wear, or yeah, things like that. What about you guys?
What was your question?
What do you think influences fashion trends? Or who?
I think it depends on the person, like whoever you're following or really into. Because there's skater styles, and you'll look up to your skater, either your friends that just like skaters, or like a particular skater. Or there's, I don't know, there's lots.
Yeah, true that.
What do I like?
Just like rappers,
Yeah.
basketball players.
I mean, I love how little Yachty dresses.
Yeah, Yachty dresses cool.
Yeah, he's cool. Do you have? Is that your number one like influence in terms of style? Who's would yours?
I like Yachty, and he's got lots of shoes.
Bro, his shoe collection is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What about
I mean, I don't
who
look up to him,
influences
like,
you?
just like him, but
Hey? No, as I said, no, nothing. I didn't look at all those celebrities.
Yeah.
And
Graham's influenced by policemen when they're off duty.
we should buy you a
but actually,
police
I will add
costume.
something. My thing was, I don't know why, but I'm a competitive person. If someone has this, I'll get it better. If someone wants, like, for example, J-Mark shirt, and then I got all J-Mark shirt or something like that. And what was the other one? I was like, just stuff. Like, if someone bought something, I would want to get the best out of it, or want to get the better one or something like that. That's what I was like. So I don't know if that's probably what I got, the more my intentions of trends and all that from me.
Everyone leave a comment, say, oh.
I saw Jonah, your comment of, I think fashion trends / style always goes full circle. That is so true. Like, if you look at girls today, like the trend right now is 90s, like or early 2000s.
Yes.
I just posting for
Literally, like something I wish never come back in trend, but it has is low rise jeans. They're so.
Wait, is that below your stomach?
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
belly button?
like below your belly button jeans.
That's belly button.
But that's only for
material.
people who can wear it. I think it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's so cool, but
Like bootleg and
It's
jeans
just, yeah.
and all them.
yeah, bootleg jeans. What else is there?
Even, like,
the
flared pants.
tracksuits. Yeah, flared
Oh, is that
pants.
not boot?
I won't lie though. I do take inspiration from that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like dudes wearing skirts.
skirt.
Like kilts.
That's so cool.
Kilts.
Jaden Smith.
That's so
Westbrook.
cool. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Kilts are like,
I like it if it's fashiony. not
Yeah,
just
I don't like it when they just do it to
A
make a
skirt.
point. Like,
Yeah.
Like you talking
Like,
about like a
it's cool, but it
Scottish,
doesn't
like a
look cool.
Scottish Irish skirt, or
yeah.
That-
So they'll look like a kilt, but they'll be like one color. Like
Mm.
there's a photo
Some will wear pants
of
under or
Russell Westbrook, and he's wearing like a white cardigan
Wait, I want to
and
try
a
to find it
kilt.
for you.
Like it's a white. It's literally just a white kilt.
yeah. Well, do you remember PAQ?
Yeah.
When they styled skirts, they're a YouTube channel. They stopped now, but yeah. Actually, they were a big influence on me as well. PAQ, the YouTube channel. They're
Oh.
like from in London. London based. They were really cool. They'll do heaps of challenges based on like a color or a theme, something like that, and it's really cool.
Zion from Whakatane asked a cool question. He
Hi,
said,
Zion.
"What is thrifting like in Australia?"
Oh,
it's no.
looks-
It depends on when
sorry,
you go.
that look- to
if
me
you
that
go
looks
to,
dumb.
If you go to
Can I show
Oh, sorry.
I'll show you.
Thrift
I'll show you.
shop?
Uh-huh.
I'll show you.
Oh, sorry, Graham's gonna
Sorry.
show you something.
Graham's gonna try to show you Russell Westbrook, and then it's gonna mess up the focus afterwards.
Go back.
Should we just search up Russell Westbrook on Instagram and you'll see it.
Yeah, search up Russell Westbrook on Instagram.
Wearing a skirt.
Wearing a skirt.
It's just on his page.
I don't see that fashionable.
Anyway, back to the question about what's the thing like in Oz?
Oh, I don't think so, because when I remember 15 in New Zealand, it's like massive. Like there's one in Onehunga somewhere, I think.
Dress smart.
No, that's not just smart. It's an op shop. Unless that is it. But it's massive. But then, yeah, I don't feel like it's.
I like thrifting in here.
I think thrifting's massive, but it's gotten to the point where it's become mainstream, and now people are just running their own vintage shops.
Yeah,
And it's
and selling it
and-
on Depop
Bro.
for like 120%
Exactly, like
more.
marking it up, freaking 500%.
Yeah,
They probably got
that
it for
part's
$2.
dumb. But yeah, I like the fact that it's like you found it. That's the feeling I get.
Yeah.
Like I feel like accomplished when I
Yeah,
find
like you
something.
gotten
found
some
some
cool
gold.
stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
I like getting random things.
You
Like
get
whether
cool
it's
stuff
like
though. I have heaps of her
She
stuff that
steals my t-shirt.
because she
looks
doesn't
cool in
wear
it, though.
them.
She looks cool in it.
Yeah, but yeah, they're cool.
But yeah,
What do you guys think about mullets?
I love mullets.
I like mohawk-ish mullets.
It depends on who you are, like how you look though. But J Joe, the Windbreaker webtoon.
Oh, the
his
guy
mullet.
who made what's that brand?
Joe J.
Damn
Joe.
it, I don't know. Rude, the clothing brand. He's got this cool sort of mullety haircut.
I love the shape.
Where did mullets
There's
actually
different
trend?
ones because there's like the hard out Aussie like the and then that like
I reckon Aussie started.
Ugly
Not I don't
thing.
know exactly, but like it brought up the. I'm not saying they originally started the mullet, but I'm
Sparked
saying
it back up.
Luigi.
they spiked it back up. Yeah, that's what I think. Like a lot of Aussies, and then I see New Zealanders. Actually, no, I think it was like HB boys and all them. Eh?
Yeah, I feel like the rise of Australian rap influenced mullets on this side of the world.
oh yeah
and
yeah,
how
yeah.
how they cut, like people just get a fade and a mullet at the back or whatever.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah, there's different
fashionable
types.
mullets, you know what I mean? Like the example I always go to is like Hoodsie. Like her mullet is,
She's got the coolest.
bro, her
chip
mullet's
mullet.
gangster.
Hoodie.
It's like weird, but it's gangster. Like
I would get a
Nah,
mullet.
she suits it.
if you could pull it off, yeah. But it's almost like having a bang and then like hair up top and then a mullet. But same as that AFL dude, like his mullet's cool as.
I think mullets are cool. I think
Oh,
mullets are so
yeah,
cool. I
what's
think
his
any
name?
hairstyle like
Bailey
bald, if you're like when they shave it and then they put like patterns in it, that's
Disgusting.
cool.
Disgusting.
I like mohawk.
That's very judgmental, Graham.
Well, you come
Dreads
for
are cool.
I said you're gonna come for 4 and you're gonna come for a
Dreadlocks.
gang.
Tidy dreadlocks are cool.
Yeah, locks are fire when they look nice.
No, the Sunny Bill haircut.
this
Can
guy-
you
Just
show us your
Yes.
dreads?
No.
Sunny Bill haircut. Haircut
you
is
can
just.
Do you know the rude brand?
Oh, bro, my
Pardon?
dreads need some work.
He called it rude
That's
with the
cool.
RH because all his siblings, his name's Ruigi with the RH.
What's everyone's like popular like? Oh no, we already done that.
Favorite place to shuffle clothes?
Oh, you already know that.
Online.
There's only one
Online,
place.
like vintage something.
Online or at the op shops, legit.
You know,
Yeah,
I actually
same.
do something. I go online and I look and I go, I like this. Snip, snip, snip. And it's like 2x. I'm like, yep, wait for one day. Snip, snip, snip. Like, not snips. Screenshots.
What do you mean wait for one day?
One day I'll be.
Like
able
one
to
day
fit-
he'll hopefully.
Ah,
That's cool.
I'm
I
the
found
same.
Versace jeans at the op shop.
I'm the same.
So
I
yeah, she's got some.
I online
Fendi.
window shop and
Fendi jeans.
I don't know how people.
that's
I,
it.
dude, I don't know if men love to go. I don't know if men. I know women love to go op shopping and salvos and all that kind of stuff to go op shopping, but I don't. I remember I done that. I tried.
yeah.
We actually
We were meant to do
meant to do like
challenge
op
in
shop
the op
thing.
shop.
And I went there by myself and I was like, nah, I didn't like it. I just didn't like the experience of op shopping.
That's because you don't have the insight.
Yeah.
And it's just
But
'cause-
bro, if I
and
could, I would dress in like polo, like
it's because they didn't have my
24/7.
size.
I would
I love
And
dress.
I love
as soon as I
Vintage
walked into
vintage.
that shop, I was like, yeah, I'm giving up. Not going to anymore.
True.
That's actually one thing. If I go and I don't, if it ruins my buzz, I'll never go to that shop again.
That's some pride issues.
No.
But McDonald's always mess up your burgers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Do they?
that's a good point.
I haven't had McDonald's since I don't know. That's how long.
Fire.
No,
Hataraka
that's a lie.
asked,
That's a lie.
Kmart or Big W? I'm gonna say Kmart,
Did you say
100%.
Hataraka?
Kmart is a trap. I love Kmart.
Oh yeah, shout out Huts.
Like for clothes, if it's clothes,
Kmart is
I
not.
don't care
Big
what it
W
is. I
is
love
Kmart is
Kmart.
not dripping
I like the
when
boys.
it comes to clothes.
How do you know that though?
Wait, they're actually they're.
How do you know that?
where
They
they're
probably
going
got
at
better
with
undies
clothes
than
Is actually
Nah, Target is better. Legit.
yeah, but he
Target's the
passed that.
bomb. Yeah,
No,
but
I
yeah,
was
that
just
wasn't-
sorry. I was just talking.
Actually,
But
I
I
just
do
never
think
shopped at
Target is
Target.
better
That's why I
too.
like for clothes.
Never.
Target's got fire
Should-
clothes.
You might like it.
Target's got fire clothes.
If we're
I'll hold
we're
you.
relating
I'll hold you to
how social media has influenced like the clothing market, Glassons is like the most legit example of that because Glassons used to be like was borderline for what is that old lady shops post
Like
Posty
farmers.
Plus.
Posty Plus, yeah, yeah, it
farmers.
used to, it used to look like that, and now I would legit shop at Glassons for heaps of stuff if
Are they
every
so
other
nice
girl
clothes
didn't.
now?
Farmers.
No,
Bro, the biggest hype beast shop ever is Culture Kings.
Kings.
The most
Yeah,
hype beast shop
Cool
ever.
shoes. I like the shoes.
I only shop there. I don't know. I don't really shop there.
You shop there, girl?
It's just too expensive, I reckon.
No, I shopped online
Overpriced.
for
Yeah,
for
overpriced.
shoes.
Expensive
Yeah,
and
shoes.
overpriced are two different things. Because I don't
True that.
mind paying like hundreds of dollars on shoes, but I do mind paying $100 on dumb shoes.
Yeah.
Facts.
Just know your shoes.
Yeah.
I've actually probably got like, I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not shoes guys, but I've probably got like 6 pairs of Air Force Ones.
Do you?
All different.
What are your colours?
That's what I said. I say I'm not a
No,
shoe
but
guy,
what
but
colour?
I've got 2 whites and 1 black, and then one, and then like
Black and
three
white's the only way to
three
show.
like custom ones.
Customs.
Yeah,
Like you got them custom made.
yeah, like you can
Leroy's
design it
Lolly.
on Nike.
Oh, did you Nike ID them?
What,
What did Nike
one?
ID?
Like you
Have
can.
you worn them?
Like you
make
can
them
like
yourself on
color
the
and
website, eh?
whatever. Yeah,
That goes
Oh,
with any
that's
Nike
crazy.
shoe.
and it's actually the same
Basketball,
price of buying Nike Air
rugby
Forces.
boot.
It's the same price.
Is it actually?
Yeah, like
That's
150.
cool.
I've tried to do it with basketball shoes and it's always more expensive. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's fire. I like Air Forces. I feel like Air Forces are like
That's one of my
go
favorite.
with.
Can I ask a
anything.
question? Because I always see, I think you and Elder Dan, why do you guys not tie your shoelaces and you guys leave it like?
That's cool.
Firstly, it's convenient.
Did you actually not fit it?
I don't know. Convenient as in
I'll let Dad
Oh, you don't have
I
to tie
feel-
your
like I don't have to
shoelaces?
tie my. I could just put my foot in my shoe and then walk.
I feel like it's uncomfortable. Like I feel like my foot's gonna walk out if I done that.
your foot's gonna
Gonna
walk,
walk out.
like gonna slip out of your shoe.
It's like a fashion
my
thing
foot's
in how
gonna-
you walk.
Well, that's like having the
Foot's gonna
tag,
walk out of my life.
come out.
the tag
yeah.
on your shoe.
No, yeah, I know.
On your hat.
No, I think.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's because like it is
I think
trend.
it looks cool.
yeah, it looks like I would rather have Air Forces that are not tied up than Air Forces that are like tight on my foot and have the shoelaces done.
True.
Where did you discover that? Was it a trend from?
Gangsters do it.
Tighten the
think-
bottom.
Yeah, no, like
You know how you can pull the laces individually.
Yeah.
Tighten the bottom and then leave the top open.
Yeah, but I just don't like it.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's uncomfortable.
yeah. Well, I feel like it's comfortable,
Every time I look at it, I was like, oh, your feet's gonna come out, eh?
bro.
Feet's gonna come out.
You'll never see my feet come out of my shoe.
Your feet's gonna
Unless
just
it's
walk out.
intentional. But I mean, the influence of that was from rappers, obviously.
Yeah.
Because if you see how like rappers and basketball players wear their shoes outside of like playing sport or whatever,
Oh.
most of them won't tie their shoes up, or like they'll have even their laces like they're done a certain way so that they can sit like that and still be comfortable
Stay
on their
yeah.
foot.
I love how basketball players even dress. Like fashion's become so
Right.
up there with them. before
I
game
love
walk-ins.
fashion.
Basketball players used to dress goofy as when they had those
It's
rules.
just like whatever.
They had a rule in the NBA where everyone had to wear a suit. But it was like in the early 2000s, so everyone's suits was like
Like the
baggy
Michael
as heck.
Jordan baggy suits.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays there's so many like because it used to be really sectioned off, like you are goth, you are hip hop, you are like, you know, etc. But now everyone's got so much more freedom to express and mix and like
Shout out to
choose
Casper.
what kind of style they go for. Like everyone's style is more personal to their own.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like hip hop has influenced everything.
I actually think so.
Straight up, like
For
even
sure.
the way people dress now, like even music, pop
Fitted
music
caps.
has like hip
That
hop
is
drums
true.
in it.
I would have to agree.
Baggy ass jeans.
Yeah, baggy ass jeans,
Fitted
even
cap.
like down to like Air Force, like sneakers. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah,
high end
Oaks
sneakers like
were-
Balenci sneakers and friggin'
Yeah.
Gucci sneakers, Louis sneakers, all of that.
Everything.
So thank you, rap music,
Thank you, hip
for
hop.
your influence.
True, like
Can you-
Soldier Boy and them like help bring out Bape. I love that.
You.
Well, because actually, yeah, that's true. Because I really enjoy like heaps of different types of music, but that's mainly because it's like slightly related to something hip hop.
Mm.
Do you wanna bring up what you had in the notes, Bills,
What was it?
about double standard or something?
Double standards.
Church or something? Huh? Okay, I'll relay. Living a double life in church but acting like you're not. Well,
like on
what were you
social media?
referring to? That?
Oh, on social.
Oh, did we
media?
talk about that?
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
remember.
You've just put that in the notes.
When?
Just read it. Like that's just you might have read it by accident.
I don't even remember. But
The notes to me.
oh, I feel like well, like Destiny was saying, that's probably the bad part of social media is that you're able to live two different lives. You know what I mean? And for like when I was growing up, it was a lot different because the computer was out like in the lounge
Yeah.
and the computer and
And
in
you had to
order
plug
for
in the internet.
yeah, in order for the internet to work, the phone couldn't be working. So everyone knew that you were on the internet. You know what I mean? Whereas
Do you
nowadays
remember Glowbug?
Nowadays, Glowbug, that is so ghetto, bro. only people in the hood were like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, I
only
remember
South Auckland.
Glowbug.
Because it
Glowbug.
was like a timing one, eh?
Yeah, for electricity.
Oh, we had to go to the shop and
Yeah,
buy
and you have to top up
the car?
your electricity. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it actually glowed like.
Yeah,
green.
facts. But I feel like it was so much harder back then to hide stuff, whereas now everything's so accessible that it's easy for you to hide things and it's easy for you to live a double life because you're able to hide so many things. Like
Facts.
not everyone can see your messenger, not everyone can see your DMs, and you can even have secret conversations within that, or you can make, you know,
Or you can hide
2
your
pages, 4
photos,
pages, like-
messages,
it's crazy. You could take screenshots and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Like back
video
when I was a teenager, we didn't have to worry about like people sending each other pictures because
Oh yeah.
our phones didn't
Yeah, it's
have.
crazy.
Yeah,
You know,
use the
pictures.
camera and print it out and stuff. Polaroids now is like a novelty, but back then it was a necessity.
You're making it sound like I was born in like the 60s. No, but for real, like, and I feel like like I've said it heaps of times, is that I feel like this is the hardest era for teenagers or young people to be living in because of everything that's so accessible when it comes to
Yeah.
social media and the internet. Like the internet has been a game changer in terms
Yeah.
of like pop culture and youth culture. Young people right now can't function without internet, you know? Well, people in general really, but there was once a time when there was zero internet, you know? So to have to think like far out, what would life be like with no internet? You know, it's hard for young people to comprehend that or to
That's
even think
true.
like a day without internet, you know?
Oh yeah, like when Facebook and Instagram went down this
Yeah,
week.
when it shut down the other day, everyone
Everyone knew
Lost
except
the
for
plot.
Graham.
I didn't know till after.
and then other people were asking if they got blocked.
Because everyone told me.
Oh, true. But what's crazy is that we don't know that we live like that. It's difficult, like way different to how they used to live. Because
Yeah,
this
100%.
Because this is
normal
how we
for us,
live. Yeah. That's true.
I think though it's an important point to bring up, like when you talk about living a double life and how easy it is to do that. I think the most important thing when it comes to that is like, especially for, you know, for our youth and kids that are in house, is being able to be true to who you are and not be too influenced by what's outside of you or the things that are, you know, I guess buying for your time and your energy. Same thing with music. You know,
Yeah.
we listen to certain music in front of certain people, and then when
yeah.
we're by ourselves,
That's so true.
you know what I mean? When we're by
When I'm in
ourselves,
my
it's
car,
like,
I
if
will
this,
not
if
play my
that, if
music.
this, yeah, for sure.
I will
Like,
not play the
that's-
music I like because that's why I never DJ in my car. 'Cause I'm like, someone
people
plays
will
something.
judge you 'cause
People will
it's
judge
foreign
me because
language.
it's not in English.
But sometimes we just let her, you know,
Sometimes I need it. It's healing
healing to the heart.
to my soul.
And I think too, like that's probably why music is such a big issue or like such a big influencer, is because not that healing property that it has, but like it has the ability to influence your thoughts, your decisions.
Like a legit, like picks your mood for you.
Yeah,
Depending on what
legit.
music
If you're
you
sad and you
to,
listen to sad music, you're
Yeah,
even
you-
sadder.
that's gonna like work your depression.
Yeah, straight up. Like when you go to the gym, you're not gonna listen to like
Don't say slow songs because yes, I do.
Nah, yeah, I know heaps of people that do.
I
Like,
do. It's weird.
listen to, like,
it has to be a
R&B
song
and
I
stuff
when I
like.
while
go to
they're at
sleep
the
and
gym.
listen. Remember when I would listen to like upbeat music and you wouldn't like it?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, because I listen to upbeat
I
music to
listen
go
to,
to
like,
sleep.
But I
Summer
mean, at the
Walker
same
or
time, there's
something.
people who like all they listen to is the same genre of music.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, yes, yes.
Not the same 5 songs, Graham. The same genre.
Yes.
I like Simon.
Yes.
Yes.
R&B.
Island, old school island songs. Not old school.
Old school island
I
song.
live off that.
I like
Graham,
that.
what's your goat
Kalohi
old school
Kai
island
or-
song?
Old school.
Yeah, what's the goat song? Like your number one, if that was the song you want to show people, like, bro, this is.
I should have come prepared. You know, someone sang especially on an event. Let's do it again.
Oh,
Do it
nice
again.
tonight.
Oh, that's like your go-to?
Yeah, like that will get me in
Wow.
the. Yeah.
I feel like listening. Sorry, someone just said there's nothing wrong with listening to R&B at the gym.
My guy.
I feel like listening to R&B at the gym is like one of the most arrogant things you can do.
No, but like if it's a song that's like playing in your head and you want to sing it, it's gonna help motivate you. To,
let me love.
no, not that. I'm
Nah.
talking about that.
Even though I like the kind of song, I wouldn't do that for gym. I'd have to be like pumping like Pitbull.
No, because if you go to the gym
Pitbull.
and listen to the Pitbull's actual.
Oh, Pitbull. I thought he said pimple.
Pitbull, what's a Pitbull
Yeah,
song?
like Timber and like.
Hotel, motel.
Where ya leak timber? That's just
No,
wow.
Oh, shakaraba.
I like
What about tonight?
yeah.
How do you guys think?
I
How
like
do you
Mick
guys
Jagger.
think pop culture influences youth culture?
It does. It goes hand in hand. Like,
If they're wanting this, then this one will feed them this. If this one wants this, then they'll ask for it from
Facts.
this side.
They go hand in hand, but they also really conflict each other. Like,
And Flow Rider.
My man's still stuck on the last topic. He's
Anyway.
still thinking of cool songs.
they go hand in hand in the sense that if you're a youth, you follow this. You know, it's the environment that you're in. Like, pop culture is what is current, what is trending in your current, you know, what day you're in. But also it conflicts the youth culture in like almost every way. Like if we're talking about like abstinence and stuff like that, drinking, drugs, and like sex, those are like the three biggest influences on what's popular. Like, the artists will talk about how much they can drink or the most expensive drink they have, or like how much drugs they can. Like, it's literally about drugs, sex, and alcohol.
It's crazy what they even like have the guts to say in a song.
Also,
Bro,
if we, like when it comes to America, they are free to talk about drugs, like whatever they want. They're free to express it. But in Korea, if you talk about like if you mention the word weed, you literally go to court. So I just thought that was interesting.
That is a very good law.
Yeah.
I feel like too, like I feel like artists forget that, or like by default, you become a role model. I remember I used to watch interviews of like rappers and stuff, and they'd say like, you know, I don't want to be a role model. I'm not a role model. I don't want people to be influenced by me and this and that. But when you accept, or like when you take on the role of being an artist, you by default accept that that's going to be a part of your life. And I feel like too many artists don't take that responsibility seriously enough, especially when it comes to influencing the next generation. Like, you know what I mean? It's popular to sleep with heaps of people. It's popular to get wasted. It's popular to, you know, all of that.
That is true.
Got any questions, guys? Chuck it in the comment section.
Yeah, hard. We're gonna wrap up soon.
Got like 15.
Ezra has too many shoes. Culture and entire Culture King's wardrobe.
Want to check
And
the?
here I am.
I don't think they can hear though.
And my kids'
She said, Sean said, Azza has too many shoes and an entire Culture King's wardrobe, and I am here with Boohoo and my kids with best and less. With the actual, that's your choice. No, I'm kidding.
Boohoo's fire though. Like,
Yeah, I actually love Boohoo.
Boohoo Man,
Their varsity
actually-
jackets are really cool.
I've seen
Boohoo
it.
Man is
Have you actually
crazy.
ordered from them?
No.
Yeah, I've bought clothes off Boohoo.
Are they actually like big guys?
No, because I put them on our thrift rack for Youth Nation.
Most of
They were
them
brand new. I had never worn them.
Like 4XL was the biggest or something there,
I think their biggest is 5XL, but it's like
depending on.
it's like a 5XL for a kid.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
So when you tried it on, like, because I was looking at Boohoo Man as well.
Boohoo Man is really cool. Their varsity jackets, once again, check them out. I was gonna buy some, but saving.
True, it is like a word of mouth thing, Leroy.
Also, yeah, that's actually a big thing. Sorry, that's a big thing. In terms of like how it influences your financial state of mind, because it's a supply and demand kind of thing, and if everyone wants it, you want it too, and it's hard to like not buy shoes and not, because that's legit the whole reason I got a job was so I could buy shoes and clothes.
I just want to address
Obviously, that's
something
not
too.
wise.
I just want to address something really quickly. Look, I'm gonna look dead into the camera and just say, people, stop buying Air Jordan 1 lows. Okay? They don't look cool. They don't either buy
Only
you
the
some
red
low
and white ones
dunks,
would look cool.
Oh,
buy
yeah,
you some
dunks.
low dunks, or buy you some high
Just
high
like black and
Jordan
white
ones. That's it. No mids, no lows, no nothing. Because then they'll stop making them. But because you people keep buying them, they keep making them.
Yeah, no, it's
They're
highs.
Terrible,
only.
terrible shoes.
Okay, mister.
But anyway, if you guys have any questions, then I'll shoot them through the comments. I'll read them out for the crew so they can answer.
Ta-da.
This has been really cool. And chill.
Oh yeah, this is true.
Everyone put a thumbs up in the comment section. Are we alive? Are we alive? Not live. Are we alive? Are we feeling it? Are we alright?
They do look cool, guys. Don't listen to Bills. Oh my gosh.
Who said that?
Jonah,
Jonah.
you're spreading
It just
lies.
no. All it shows is your guys' fashion. Like
Oh yeah, your
It
taste.
shows your
all
level. if we're talking about tiers and there's 3 tiers, you guys are on tier 1.
Yeah.
I feel like because we talked about fashion, now I have to be like on.
Yeah, I feel like people are
Alright,
gonna
so-
judge my shoes from now.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
okay then.
I like my shoes.
But yeah, if you have any questions regarding pop culture and youth culture that you want these guys to answer, shoot them through. Yeah.
Shoot them through.
Shoot, better.
Oh, we didn't talk about shows.
The shows.
Oh yeah,
TV shows.
yeah,
TV
popular
shows.
TV shows.
On Netflix, I already told you.
Anime.
Girls.
Yeah, but you didn't talk about it enough. You just went Squid Games, and that's,
And then I said Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, and then Chicago PD.
that's popular for people that are over 40, bro.
Actually,
not pop culture.
it's actually popular, trending on Netflix. If you look at it, it says trending or whatever it says at the moment, and it says that a second
I agree,
after
those are cool
after
shows.
Squid Games.
But like a lot of people we know don't watch. You know what I mean?
I don't care about other
But I do agree that they're cool shows because I like that stuff.
I don't really watch.
I like more criminal.
I like drama series.
Let me ask: have you watched one of the series? Watched the episode of one of them before?
No.
Yes, but don't ask
There you
me 'cause
go.
I forget.
There you go.
They are cool.
No, but I,
don't
feel
deny
like
that.
I feel like it's gonna be like Special Victims Unit and
Nah,
like CSI and
it's
all
not.
of
No, it's not like that.
I love
I
CSI.
Oh,
used to
do you
like
watch the one
CSI.
where they
CSI
pull
was
people
fun.
over?
NCIS and all that, and
CSI.
Criminal Minds and all that, but and like
Wait, so what
NCIS.
is it? What
That
is
stuff
this
was
show?
fire.
I just gotta watch it. I can't explain it. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is it like they're firefighters, right? And every episode they have a new fire to save?
It's
Like a story,
like
like
a
a
drama,
day-
like Home and Away.
Oh, it's a
Home and Away. Does everyone watch
He
Home and Away?
loves Home and Away. He watches that.
Home and Away. I don't know if it's still a thing.
This is
Home
what
and
I
Away
mean
is
by
being-
here's the consumer.
Home and
Like
Away
here's
is-
the most basic target audience there is.
Home and Away has been on TV
also king
for
of being
years. So I'm just wondering,
Being-
does anyone
being
still
the
watch
most
Home and Away?
basic-
He wants
is being
to, or if
different.
it's just to prove a point.
Like Shortland Street? You know,
What? Yeah, actually, no. I
Just
have a
all
question for you.
those
What do you
ones
do
like that.
just to prove a point? Like, what's the most out there thing you've done just to prove a point?
What do you mean?
In general, because you always, like you said before, you always got to be different and challenging and the best.
How far?
Let's say
would
the
you
best.
go?
I just
Competitive.
gotta get the best. So
And how far have you gone to get the best? Is my question.
in
It
what
depends. It
regards,
depends.
though?
Yeah, it depends what kind of best you're talking about because he hasn't got very far.
Actually,
when it
no.
comes to, like,
Tell us
sneakers and
this.
stuff.
Tell us the story about how something about in school. That big thing that happened with you in school.
Mm-hmm.
That was no. Remember I went.
Taking off his t-shirt.
Nah, it was. Oh, when you did the haka or something, and
Oh, the hooker.
then like when and the principal.
Oh,
graduate
the
or something?
graduation.
Yeah, something like that.
What
I remember
happened?
that.
What about
Yeah,
it?
and
What
you,
do
put it- you jumped on
When you
Facebook
started.
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, I know that, but what do you want to know about it?
Everything. What happened? Because that's you proving a point.
Yeah, that's you proving the point that what you done
True.
wasn't wrong.
Oh, that's right.
Well, thinking about it, I kind of do understand as well, but I don't. Oh, all right. Back in New Zealand, I'll take it right back. From New Zealand, I like to argue. I like to argue things, and
Back in New Zealand.
no,
So-
with teachers,
so it's
with
pride.
teachers, I will argue and
Jasmine
argue, no matter what. Yeah, with the principal as well, basically. So my mindset of thinking I can argue with the principal and do the way that I've done, I thought I could get my way into a public school like that, which was wrong. Anyways, it was a few years ago though. I think I was like year 10, and I performed the haka for the year 12 graduates, but we didn't get any permission. We just jumped the boys up
I know.
because I just thought, you know, it's like a celebration thing, it's honor thing, and then we performed the haka, and straight after that, I got sent to the office, the principal office,
Yeah.
sat down, and I got drilled. Who gave you permission? Who said you can? No, blah, 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 blah. And it just went on. Then people started posting it on Facebook, and they actually shared the video of us doing the haka on Facebook. And then I shared it, and I made like a massive thing, and I was like, said everything what the principal said. I went in the next day, they called me up, and then they gave me trouble for exposing and social media stuff and all that. And I think I got suspended for it.
Yo, defamation of character.
I got they were about to suspend me, but I argued them. I argued with them, and I said, no, that's not right, blah, 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 blah. Like, and then a lot of arguing, and ended up just getting lunchtime detention with the principal. And, you know, with that, I was like, obviously I was one of the biggest guy there, and I loved my food. And he said, For the whole lunch, you're picking up rubbish. You're not allowed to eat. And I
that
argued with him.
legal?
I argued with him, and I was like, "You want to be like that? You want to be like that? I'm gonna call the cops on you, saying you're not letting me eat."
Not gonna lie, some of the rules they had for us are
So
crazy.
I said
They
to
are
him,
pretty dumb.
I was like, you can either carry me to whatever you want, or you can let me go and eat, and then I can come and do whatever you want me to do. So I was like that. I was a manipulator plus a argue.
So it's not just.
I don't think it's the manipulation.
No.
So
Anyway,
if it wasn't fair for me, then I would argue the point, and I'll still argue the point and argue the point until they understood.
That's something I admire though, because I just accept things.
Makes
I
sense.
just say yes. and
So
do
we got a cool question here from Sean. She said, "What about?" Oh, firstly, Jonah said, "Did you cry?"
I actually did. The first time they locked,
So you lost.
Well,
You lost the battle.
no, the first time, straight after
They
the
went to
haka,
cry.
I went in, and it wasn't just one principal. It was the principal, the deputy principal, the other deputy principal. There was like 5 of them in there, 5 adults, and a year 10 student, and they're all drilling into me. Here's me sitting at the table, and they're drilling into me, and I'm like,
Why just you?
exactly.
Yeah.
It was just a haka.
I wanted to, yeah, but you know. I was like-
My guy that would have been his idea. That's why.
True.
But anyway, I came out victory at the end anyway.
Yeah, victorious.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, so Sean asked a cool question. She said, "What about how pop culture has influenced beauty for young people, girls
Bro,
especially?
let's
cheese.
hold
Oh,
Negatives,
yeah.
negatives
Literally
and positives.
Every way. Yeah, I think it's positive in the sense, like to an extent, like that body positive thing and being confident in your body and stuff. That helped me, for instance, to an extent. I'm not saying get naked in front of the camera and that's called body confidence and like self-love, because it's not really. It's like self-depreciation, but that's for another day. But yeah, I think when influencers show a different side of them that's not perfect, that helps girls and probably boys as well, like their mindset of not always having to be or live up to a certain standard. So that's probably a good side. A bad side is,
Lips, nose, injections everywhere.
Facts.
but is that
Bully.
bad? I don't think that's bad.
If we're being technical, that's like early stages of like, what do you call
Like,
it?
if you
Body
look at-
modifications.
Yeah. Like Little Kim ain't Little Kim. That's
Like-
little.
That's like
That's
entry
little
level getting horn implants.
Do people get that?
Yeah,
Yes,
and
they
like
get a split
cutting
their
their tongue
tongue.
in half, and
I've seen
Holes
the
in
tongue
there.
one.
Yeah. Horns in their heads, like a few.
and people get like scars like
I
on
s-
purpose.
I saw that. What's it called?
Weren't me and you looking at
Yeah, scarification or something.
Yeah, scarification.
scarification.
Like that stuff. That's
Sorry
word.
guys to ruin your buzz, but I actually had one more thing to add. The reason, you know how I said I understood because they came across, you know, obviously they're drilling me, but the main thing they said was, this is Aboriginal land. And I know they're really thing about that over here. Like, you know, they do welcome to country.
Oh,
And
bro.
they say, you know,
we could have argued. You could have argued that, bro. Straight up.
You could so argue that, because, yeah, anyway.
I don't see them doing Aboriginal dances.
Yeah.
when
Have you
people
seen, like, I am
celebrate.
those protests? Some of my friends are Aboriginal, and I can't believe how much lack of freedom they have to express their culture. Like,
Yeah.
they on one day of the year, they get brought into the school to light a fire with sticks. Like,
yeah,
that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
only
that's
one
crazy.
day.
And I think
Is
like
that
even
NAIDOC, eh?
Yeah,
even
they
if we
don't
are
do
to talk about that, the comparison, like the immediate difference I saw, like when I first moved to Australia, was the fact that at Auckland Airport, although it might be tokenism or whatever,
Yeah.
there's at least a porphyry that happens and
Yeah.
it goes around the clock. You know what I mean? And when you walk, there's like a looks like a marae, like a
Yeah.
wharenui, and you're getting welcomed onto the land. When you come over here, there's absolutely nothing.
There's nothing.
Like there's nothing to do with culture and nothing to do with, you know, Aboriginal people. And I don't know. I just feel like people pick and choose when it comes to that over here.
Yeah. It's like they do it to check the checklist.
Yeah,
like,
well,
you
it's
know?
tokenistic.
Yeah, it's
You
just-
know, they'll add it in because they know that that's what they're supposed to do. But that's a talk for another time.
No mai hoki mai te koinga.
So I get why they were saying that, but that's not what they were saying.
That makes sense, but to me, that just sounds like a cop out.
Yeah. like an excuse to growl you.
They just wanted to be involved with it. But you know what's funny actually? The next year when actually sorry, that was actually year 11.
Yeah, that
the
was
next
year
year is when
11.
I graduated, and they actually approached me. I was graduating and they approached
Yeah.
me. They approached me to get the boys along and do the haka for me. And they approached me. I don't know why,
And
but
did you say, nah, this
I
is
go-
Aboriginal land?
nah, they actually came up to me. I was like, nah, it's already planned to go. Did you ask for permission? I was like, nah. See what I mean? I'm just
He's
I
one of
cause
those
trouble.
guys. You do.
cause trouble.
And then you cry when you get
Yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah,
But then-
yeah.
But then during it, like they're saying, "All right, can you practice, Graham? Graham will lead you." I was like, "Oh, yeah." But anyway,
Oh, so you had to do a haka for yourself?
I had to teach them.
Oh, got you.
Remember
had
when
to-
we had to do when we did that?
I had to teach. Oh, I remember
I
that
don't
one.
want to talk about that. Those dark days.
Dark days.
Under the lecture center.
Yeah.
That was my
And
first time.
we practice. Okay, yeah, stop.
Anyway,
Yoza.
yeah.
Anyway, any other
Alright.
questions, guys? Drop us a question in the comment. If you have any questions
As
regarding
we are wrapping up, we're
pop
wrapping
culture
up.
versus youth culture.
Even to do with that beauty thing, like it even teaches
Oh,
people
yeah.
how to like look after, like clean themselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
another thing to
facts.
relate to K-pop because, as much as I can, I will. But like beauty standards over there are completely different to beauty standards over here. Like for example, here a girl is trying to be as like not fat but thick as they can, whereas over there they're literally trying to be skin and bone. So I guess
Sticks and stones.
that shows, discolor your skin. Like here, you're trying to get as tan as you can, as golden and brown, but there
Don't-
you're literally
do not
trying to
sing
get
that
as
song.
pasty
No,
white
I've
come
seen
on.
as you can. And even
No,
like
no,
like
come
boys,
on.
cause, and I get
No,
that,
come
but
on.
the K-pop,
Come
like boys wear makeup and boys, do skincare routines and stuff. To me, that is like, I don't see a problem with it, obviously, because I love them.
Actually, yeah.
But actually, even if I didn't love them, I would still see the worth in it. But whereas here, it's like you're not a man if you wash your skin.
But I think too, like everything's subjective. Like
That's true.
even in America, it's about having the loudest outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'll see people and they'll dress, but the way they dress, like let's say if someone had like a pair of like orange Air Forces, right, or orange Jordans or whatever, their whole outfit would be orange.
Yeah.
You know, or like their shirt has to match their hat, which matches their shoes.
Yeah,
It's
something
that
has to
kind of buzz.
complement.
Whereas over here, if you dress like that, people will point you out and be like, "Yo, this dude looks like a clown." You know what I mean? Rather than be like, "Yo, check you out, yo, onto it." You know what I mean? I feel like over here, where everyone's really conscious of what other people think.
Yeah, that's so true, and that's what held, like I guess, and it's held me back for a while is the fact that, I feel like in my true nature I am not a basic person or whatever, but because basic is what was in, I would just try to stick to that. But then at the end of the day, it didn't make me happy. So when you step out of that box and start being who you want to be, that's when people start being who they want to be, and I think that's one of the best advantages for who you look up to in terms of like social media and celebrities and stuff. Because I found my confidence in like when BTS did whatever they wanted. That's when I was like, oh, like I can do whatever I want, and then I did, and then people were like, oh, that's really cool, and it's like, oh, so not everyone hates me, that thinking of everyone's looking at you all the time in a negative way isn't always true. So,
Yeah, for sure. All right, so wrapping up, if there's any advice that you have for the young people that are watching, what advice can you give them regarding pop culture or even allowing outside things to influence their lives?
I reckon firstly, stick to being comfortable being yourself and not having to reach out to those things to try and be like.
Yeah, for
Someone or
validation
something.
and stuff. Yeah.
But also, I do think sometimes you need to be open to try new things, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's really
Yes, shock and loss.
Oh, what was the question again, sorry?
Advice for young people
Oh, advice
regarding pop culture and not
Um,
allowing things to influence them.
Yeah, no, I would have to say the same thing as Disney. Like, try as much things as you can, within reason. You know, like don't be an egg and like do things out of spite, like wear as little clothing as you can. Like that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like try different styles, see what makes you feel comfortable, listen to different music, see what like really listen to worship music. Nah, I'm kidding. Listen to like you know just because it plays on the radio, just because your friends play it doesn't mean that you have to, like,
Yeah, fine.
and it doesn't make you any less of a cool person, I think. Like, yeah, I don't know, just try new things and see what really resonates with you and makes you feel most yourself. That helped me.
Fire. That's some good advice. Graham?
What's the question again, producer Ryan?
The question is, what advice do you have for young people regarding pop culture and not allowing things to influence them? Like outside things to influence them to a point where they feel like they, you know,
So
have to keep up with pop culture.
So don't let them affect them. Sorry. Don't let influence infect them. Or was that what you trying to say?
Effect.
Yeah, what's your advice? Just regarding like young people allowing
what's
pop
happening
culture to
nowadays.
determine who they are.
Just don't make a fool out of yourself. That's the best advice anyone can give to you. Don't make a fool out of yourself. As what they said, be you.
No, but I did a few times.
That's a good.
Some of my outfits were stupid, like even if I look back at it, but that
You
made
learn.
me who I am, you know.
Yeah. I
Or
think
then be a fool and then correct yourself.
that's the one.
Yeah.
That's some good advice
But
right
yeah, be yourself, be unique,
Yeah, fire.
and
Don't
be
lose yourself
fearfully and
lost
wonderfully
in-
made.
there. Fire. Yeah, I think that would be the same thing for me too. Is like at a young age, get comfortable with being yourself.
Yeah.
Or like get comfortable with who you are as a person, because at some point in life, at some stage, you're gonna look around and then the gratification you're looking for from other people ain't gonna be there. So, you know, it's better that you spend this time just being you and being who God created you to be, rather than trying to keep up with everything else or losing yourself trying to be like everyone else. Because there's only one you. We all have a unique purpose. God's chosen you and called you for a specific thing. So get comfortable with that, embrace it,
Preach.
and don't be afraid to be different.
Yes, brother.
And, you know, especially if being different is being you.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. At the end of the day, you're the one who puts your head on the pillow. So, you're the one who has your thoughts, and you're the one who meets God when you're dead. So, remember that.
Oh,
You die by yourself.
Facts. Can't take nothing to heaven.
Anyways.
Jonah also said, good advice is don't let the environments you're in influence your decisions, because that's when the double life thing starts. Be yourself, gangsters. That's some good advice there. Don't let your current predicament determine who you are or who you're going to become.
Thank you.
Kia ora.
Be righteous.
No mind.
Yeah, that's pretty much us, eh? I think I enjoyed that
Ka pai.
talk
Ka
with
pai
my
tōku.
audience.
Yep.
We're standing because our bums hurt.
I'm sitting because if I
Standing
stand, you
'cause
can't see me.
I want to stand, but this camera won't move. So if I stand up, you'll see my stomach.
You got to rise, stand.
Thank you
Right,
guys
yeah,
so
thanks
much
for watching.
See ya.
We'll see you
See you
next
later.
New
month.
Zealand.
Peace,
Our
fam.
island.
Also,
Remember-
remember, we got our stand on the 31st.
All of yous get there. All
AA
tune in.
service,
It's gonna be
October
gang.
31st, 9 a.m.
It's gonna be gangster.
Destiny Church, Gold Coast.
Yep.
Event Cinemas, Coomera.
Appreciate you guys.
Love y'all.
VMAX 1.
Run amok.
Peace, fam.
Run amok.
Is that it?
Ding, ding,
Rapa shakara baba.
ding, 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 ding,
We done?
ding.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well done.